What's up, guys? This is Chris Albert from Warrior Soul Fitness and Warrior Soul Apparel. I want to talk to you guys about a subject that's not easy for me to talk about and that a lot of people don't talk about. But I'm going to talk about it because I think you guys can learn something from it. And that's about failure, how to deal with failure, how to learn lessons from a failure, and how to turn those lessons into a positive. I'm going to give you a little example. For a lot of you who don't know, I used to be one of the co-owners of Metroflex Gym Long Beach. I was the original co-founder along with Eddie Avikoff, the current owner. And when we first opened up the gym, we had a business plan. We had an idea of how we were going to market it. What I didn't have on my side as a co-owner was financial preparedness. I had absolutely no reserve capital. I had absolutely no fucking money. Prior to that, I was in the military. I was a student. Didn't have a whole lot of chance to rack everything up. But things being what they were at the time, this is something I really wanted to do because I thought that we could make a big splash in fitness, and I thought that we could make a big splash in this industry. What I didn't account for was how I was actually going to live after starting the business. Part of this is understanding that if you have a new idea, a lot of times at first, people are going to look at that idea and they're going to be like, what the hell is this? You're going to get a lot of hate. You're going to get a lot of people who kind of discredit you and try to put you down. And that happened with Metroflex. I mean, we first opened up, people would walk in the place and they'd be like, why the fuck are there only 2 treadmills here? Where the hell is the step mill? We have a step mill now, but where the hell is a step mill? Dude, I need to work on my friggin' glute hamstring tie-in, bro. Like, what the hell? Where the hell is the fucking machines? Like, why don't you have one of those abduction machines? I need to work on my outer glute. And people don't understand what we're really trying to do, which was trying to bring a place of freedom for people to, do the types of training that they wanted to do, while they just didn't get the concept of functional fitness. The idea of creating a gym where you could have CrossFit, where you could have powerlifting, where you could have bodybuilding, where you could have strongman training and martial arts training and all types of ill shit going on everywhere. To a lot of people, it looked like chaos, and it looked like something put together by a madman. And the bodybuilding community is actually very reserved. They're, they like the attention. They like, being on the fringes in their look. But most bodybuilders are very, reserved, and they, are very quiet, and they don't like, anything out of the norm. They're routine-oriented individuals. The very concept of bodybuilding is routine-oriented. So our idea really didn't catch on with bodybuilders until a lot later in the game. And for that matter, it didn't catch on with a lot of people in general fitness until a lot later in the game. What happened for us was we took a lot of chances. CT Fletcher walked in one day off the street, and at the time, a lot of people knew him outside of powerlifting circles. And so, we took a chance and we brought him in as a trainer. I found Mike Rashid's card at a Max Muscle, a local Max Muscle, and I brought him in as a trainer. And we found Tanya Moore and a lot of the other great trainers like Big Rob that you see at Metroflex Gym now. And, we brought them in and slowly developed our business. But the money really wasn't coming in. And for me, that meant I had no money to eat. I had no money to, pay my rent. So I had to find other ways of making money, and, started doing some other things, and not gay for pay, trust me. No. Not that there's anything wrong with being gay, but that's just not for me. I really wasn't able to concentrate on the business, and I ended up having to sell my shares in the business for the good of the business, because I really couldn't be a viable owner at the time. Now, that being said, I take satisfaction in the idea that the concept did take off through YouTube, through Instagram, through our various successes. Metroflex Gym is now known today as a place that people around the world want to come and train at. And I'm very proud of that. I wrote the business plan for that. I drilled the equipment into the floor myself. And while it is a really big failure for me, I wouldn't trade it in for the world, because I've learned a lot from that. The first thing I've learned is, in regards to business, you always need to make sure that you have a way to feed yourself. That is separate from the business when you're first trying to start it out. If you're thinking about opening up a business, if you're thinking about trying to start out in any way, if you don't have reserve capital for that business and you don't have money for yourself to live off of, then don't do it. Wait until you have enough savings to live off of for a set period of time that you can use to make the business successful while you're still able to live your life and feed yourself. 2, never underestimate the power of people. At the time, it was really hard to break into the kind of more famous part of the fitness industry. And you had to compete, you had to be in with the competition promoters, you had to be in with that kind of little clique that made up the clique of successful people in the fitness industry here in Southern California. And we really weren't part of that clique. What happened for us was that people outside of that clique, the general public, the people on the fringes, so to speak, picked up on our message through YouTube, through social networking, and they're the ones who made Metroflex Gym LBC successful. So don't estimate the power of people and the power of your message. 3, persist at all costs. Despite the fact that I failed as an owner of Metroflex Gym, I was able to pick up on my fitness career and become a really successful trainer. So, I was able to come off of a really bad failure where I ended up living out of my car for a while, lost my apartment, had a long-term relationship end, and I was able to pick up and just drive on and start a new career that I absolutely love, which is helping people around the world get fit and spreading my own message of fitness. And 4, never burn bridges. Despite the fact that I don't own Metroflex Gym anymore, Eddie's still one of my best friends. Mike Rashid, CT, all these guys, Big Rob, Tanya, they're my brothers and sisters, and I'll love them to the day I die, because they helped me to get where I am today. They saw me through some really rough times, and had I just left and never talked to them again, then I'd be missing out on a whole lot. So I know that's kind of mushy, and this is a really long freaking video, and I apologize for that, but I thought you guys could learn a little bit something from my story, and hope y'all have a great day. Peace out.